Properties of genetic material. By what characters we decide it is the genetic material and it is not genetic material? A substance which we regard as the genetic material must possess some characters. It can store character of an organism. It can express that character whenever necessary. It must stable. It must be stable. It must undergo slow changes. That means mutation. Slowly undergo mutations. And those substances which possess such type of characters, we regard it as the genetic material. The substance must store the character of that organism and express that character whenever necessary. And it must be structurally and chemically stable. And it must undergo slow changes or mutation rate is low. Here are the three substances: RNA, protein and DNA. Protein unable to replicate inside that one, unable to replicate itself. So, protein is not the genetic material. RNA that present in some viruses. DNA is genetic material in most of the organisms. They show the first character, they can replicate themselves inside the host or inside the cell and express their characters. But third point, structurally and chemically stable. DNA is more stable than RNA. So, it is not applicable to RNA. It must undergo slow changes, but RNA that changes very fastly, that the mutation rate is more in RNA. So, it is also not applicable to RNA. Why RNA is not stable than, not more stable than DNA? Structurally, generally RNA is single stranded. Generally RNA is the single stranded. So, complementary strand is absent. That's why it is one reason is the unstable. And another reason, in the sugar of RNA, ribose pentose sugar, on the second carbon, OH group is present. OH group is highly reactive. But in DNA sugar, deoxyribose pentose sugar, instead of OH, only H is present. One oxygen atom removed out. That's why we call it as deoxyribose pentose sugar. So, because of the absence of the OH group at the second position or second carbon, DNA is more stable than RNA. RNA is unstable because of the presence of the OH group, reactant OH group on second carbon. It is the one reason for instability of this RNA. And in RNA, uracil present instead of thymine. Thymine is more stable than RNA. Thymine is more stable than uracil. So, by all these reasons, DNA is more stable than RNA. Reasons for why DNA is more stable than RNA structurally and chemically. DNA is double stranded generally. complementary strands present. In between them, hydrogen bonds present. So it is more stable. In RNA, single stranded. Hydrogen bond generally absent. Reactant group OH is present on second carbon in RNA sugar. OH group, reacted OH group is absent in DNA sugar. In DNA, thymine present. It is more stable. In RNA, uracil is present instead of thymine. That is unstable. So these are some of the characters why the DNA is more stable than RNA. Besides all this, RNA acts as catalyst in some organisms. In sometimes it acts as catalyst. RNA which act as catalyst called ribozymes. So RNA is reactant, RNA is catalyst, RNA is unstable. By all this, RNA is unstable and reactant, so it is not suitable for the best genetic material. That's the reason during the course of evolution, from RNA, DNA is evolved, and it is best proved that it is the genetic material. So, properties of the genetic material, all these characters which one shows, that is called the genetic material.